Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. And this is their new hoax.
Some breaking news out of Italy. All of Italy is now on lockdown.
Ci sarà il vincolo di evitare ogni spostamento, vincolo per tutte le persone fisiche, in entrata e in uscita del territorio, anche all'interno del territorio. Ci si muoverà quindi solo per comprovate esigenze lavorative, situazioni di necessità, spostamenti per motivi di salute.
I'll start with the basics here, because I think that's gotten lost in some of the media noise. Coronaviruses are a specific subset of virus. Until December, we'd only heard of 6 coronaviruses. COVID-19 is the 7th. Children, in particular, have it very easy with COVID-19, which is something we should all be grateful for. There's going to be more outbreaks, and there's going to be more epidemics. That's not a maybe, that's a given. And it's a result of the way that we as human beings are interacting with our planet.
Got my gear, got my batteries. Gonna drive around the city a little bit. I'm expecting to see people still. I mean, everybody just can't stay home and not work. People gotta work and do stuff for the city, for food. Can't go through without getting clearance. Now we're gonna go to the center. See what the center look like. All right, we're at the Julius balcony. It's like one of the main tourist attractions in the city. Touch that booby and good luck. Should I do it? Do you think a lot of people are scared here in Italy of the coronavirus or no?
Yes, people are scared about it. Now also we close.
Thank you. I'm here at our team office because I need to pick up some papers.
I translated it in English.
So whenever I leave the house, I should fill it out.
And you cannot move with the car unless you're going to the grocery store or the pharmacy or you have an important visit.
If you have any doubts or questions, just let me know. What the heck? Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen came to Verona? A lot more new developments have occurred. A few athletes, soccer players, basketball players here in Italy, America, have been diagnosed with the coronavirus. Once players get infected, it's just damage control. Pulling up to the market. There's no craziness going on. Even a couple guys right there just hanging out.
And the reason it's called a surgical mask is because they don't cough or drip into your wound. It's never made to protect you. They're not effective at all.
Some retailers seeing a run on many of the basics.
Surveillance video shows a stampede of customers clearing the shelves.
Look, people. Well, that's gone because that's the cheap stuff.
Sarà incredibile, ti sembrerà di non indossare nulla, grazie alla sua...
Possiamo essere uniti, anche se distanti.
No, perché io l'ho dato l'opportunità di vivere, l'ho dato
Di vivere?
Sì,
quella la chiami vita.
L'ho dato un'opportunità.
President Trump's address marked a notable shift in tone from just one day earlier when he emerged from a meeting with Senate Republicans to downplay public fears.
It will go away. Just stay calm.
Instead of reassuring the public, he caused more confusion than calm.
We will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days.
The Department of Homeland Security quickly clarifying, assuring the travel restrictions will not apply to U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and some of their family members.
So Americans who are on vacation in Europe rushed to the airport in a panic to fly home before the ban took effect. Yeah, there are even reports of people shelling out thousands of dollars for a last-minute ticket because they were panicking. Yeah, and then the ones who couldn't get them, they just hung off the airplane like one of those trains in India.
Earlier this week, I met with the leaders of health insurance industry who have agreed to waive all co-payments for coronavirus treatments.
A White House official later corrected the notion, saying co-payments would be waived only for coronavirus tests, not for treatments of the disease.
I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine.
Ciao, Ellie. ¿Cómo estás?
Io bene.
I see you're recording me.
Yeah, say hi, GoPro.
Hi, GoPro.
Nothing's checking up on you, man. Making sure the corona didn't catch you yet.
Oh, yeah, they called me yet.
You said you was there for 4 hours?
Yeah, we were waiting on the meat. BJ, they didn't have no meat in South Carolina.
Hey, get in the camera so we can see you. If you're scared of the coronavirus, raise your hand. You got scared and you didn't want to be the other odd man out, so you said,
Everybody's buying that stuff.
Keep making them panic. Yeah, you know, 2 days, we might have something going on. That's what we gotta do. Nothing happening now. It's gonna be all right in a day or two.
Does that mean that you're coming back?
Probably April 3. The season starts.
Spring break is going to be canceled. Now, this is going to be part of your spring break, so you won't be coming here, unfortunately. I'm sad. I'm definitely sad. If you run out of toilet paper, you can just take a shower, right?
Yeah, but who wanna do that?
You don't want to take a shower?
I'm not saying that.
Thank you, Ali. I appreciate it.
Okay, ciao, Bobby. Have a good night.
Talk to you later, man. Love you. The camera, me and Leah got to do our little cute thing. Bye. Give me my 6 of them. Nice.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Are we overreacting?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm hearing this from doctors left and right.
Yes, and we are not overreacting. The press is overreacting, and it makes me furious.
I don't get it. I'm still confused. Nobody's told me why this virus, none of the others.
It's all theories.
If you look at COVID-19, right now, it seems like it could have a period where you're infected and show no symptoms that's as long as 24 days. People are walking around with this virus showing no signs. They're not going to get quarantined. Nobody knows they need quarantining.
This disease is a good example of it. It's not something that we shouldn't be afraid of. We should definitely be afraid. We should be afraid of something that could come down the pipe that's more deadly.
This coronavirus pandemic exposes
the incredible weakness and dysfunctionality of our current healthcare system. And there are people who are watching this program tonight and say, I'm not feeling well. Should I go to the doctor? But I can't afford to go to the doctor. It's going to cost thousands of dollars for treatment. Who's going to feed my kid?
If like families are struggling, then someone looks at them and be like, well, you know, what can you do? But if you're a giant bank or drug company or a military contractor or what have you, they just can't give you money fast enough.
They see people getting ill in their own community, hospitals struggling to manage the illnesses. So these are all reasons, as well as being more or less confined within four walls, and you get cabin fever and depression. So people ought to communicate via electronics, use that FaceTime, and look for any opportunity to have a little joke.
Time to shoot some hoops.
Shot clock, say 24, 24, 24, 24. So the living legend, the superstar, the black mamba with the lion heart. When you hit him with the fade away, I never thought to go away. If the game on the line, yeah, showtime. Just get the ball and the Kobe Bryant. In the city of Bangor, we gon' ride for JJ and KB. Yeah, bring up. Move this man!
That was pretty bad. I'm about to go outside. We have a basketball court in our complex. I don't have a basketball, but ain't nobody outside.
I'm a wild type of nigga with a comma. Yo, no. That's your man right there? Yeah. Why is that nigga bugging out? Yo, he's playing ball without a ball. Motherfucker like he auditioning for the Twilight Zone, B. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You better leave that shit alone, whatever you fucking with. Yo, Mo, don't sell that nigga.
The Pope ventured with his bodyguards down the Via del Corso into a largely deserted Rome to pray before a crucifix dating back to the plague of the 16th century.
The governor of Italy's hardest hit region made this appeal to medical students and retired healthcare workers.
I want to appeal to all of these doctors and nurses. Make yourselves available and lend us a hand in these trying times. In my opinion, through the cooperation and availability of these professional health workers, we can find important answers to the challenges we face.
Not just hospitals, but cemeteries struggling to cope. This one is in Bergamo in Italy's north, where the undertakers must wear masks and gloves, where the car park is full of hearses, with grieving relatives only allowed in small numbers and required to stand apart. With much of Italy's economy slowing to a halt, there was one pleasant surprise in the canals of Venice. Fish swimming in clear, bright water, now that the polluting traffic from ferries, motorboats and cruise liners has sharply reduced.
This is the first time in my life where I researched and watched news here in Italy, news in other countries in Europe, and of course news in America. Come to find out, we're all affected. Not just health-wise, but economically. Given that I've also lived in Italy for 11 years, I have quite a different perspective. We can learn from this and expose our flaws in our government system and our healthcare system. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, let me know. Also in the descriptions, you will find a link to donate to hospitals here in Italy. They are still recovering. Until next time.
The only thing that matters is what you do for the next. Keeping it 100 ain't just saying it, my nigga. It's how you view yourself when you're standing in the mirror. Don't let them chisel you down to a brand or an image that the world will package up and try to hand you, my nigga. Head on your shoulders, keep your mind intact. You gotta calculate all these vibes you attract. Make sure they add and multiplied, or if not, detach. Cause the only thing left is divide and subtract. You hear me? Big facts, big
money, big business. I'm getting to it, so these niggas in they big feelings. But I ain't tripping, cause that ain't about nothing. Trying to go from hand to hand to a Fortune 500. Hey, we don't do the competition with the opposition. Really went from propositions to a pot to piss in. From the gutter to upper echelon living. A young Compton nigga out here trying to get it, and did it.